Good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Hgp Sport for today, the 9th of July. I'm Stanford Howard. Thanks for joining us. The 13th edition of the Guyana Cup is set for August 18 at the Sunrise Turf Club, and the winner is set to pocket $2 million Guyana dollars. Here are the details. One of Guyana's most prestigious horse meets is just a month away, when the best of local and regional jockeys take center stage at the Rising Sun Turf Club, West Coast Berbice. According to coordinator Narseen Mohammed, they were expecting 4 owners to bring 8 horses to compete at the Guyana Cup this year. Mohammed also touched on the prize money for the horse meet.
Cup this year, the feature event is $2 million first prize, and something different that we're doing this year for the local horse owners that have locally bred horses. We're going to be paying them $1 million first prize in the 3-year-old Derby race this year.
The coordinator of the event noted that despite all the horse racing events, a number of family-oriented events are also built for that day.
As everyone knows, the Guyana Cup, you have a lot of side attractions, and it's basically every year we continue adding more and more things for the kids and for the family to come out and enjoy themselves. This year we have, you have the bouncy house, the bouncy castle, we have different cartoon characters, you have different games you can play, and something different we're doing this year, we're going to have 2 artists from Jamaica coming to Guyana. Their names will be released later on.
Also touching on the Triple Crown event that was planned for earlier this year, Mohammed said that the inclement weather conditions necessitated a complete reschedule of the event to mid-September. This would have been Guyana's first Triple Crown event, and that would have been included the horse racing meet, car and bike show, and the dirt bike racing. For Hgp Sport, I am Stanford Howard. In athletics, the Alain Pompey Athletics Meet continues to bear fruit, but many more similar competitions are needed along with the requisite support from major investors. These were the words of founder of the meet, Alain Pompey, speaking with Hgp Sport at the weekend. Jaden Samuels reports.
The just concluded 4th Alain Pompey Invitational Meet continues to showcase and create openings for local athletes, but if Guyana's continued hunt for its first Olympic gold medal is to yield fruit, then hosting many more similar events is critical. The meet saw participation from several countries where Guyana gave a remarkable account of themselves while at the same time competing with international athletes. Speaking with Hgp Sport gold medalist at the 2002 Commonwealth Games in Manchester, Alain Pompey said she is continuing her dream of helping Guyana realize their full potential in athletics.
We had about 4 or 5 Guyanese guys in the 100-meter finals all fighting. It was a very close race. Joseph made it look easy, but after that it was a whole bunch of Guyanese people, Guyanese athletes. So there's a lot to do. Until we win an Olympic medal, yes, there's a lot that we could be doing, but we're getting there.
Within the last 4 years, Guyana's all-round medal count would have improved, with the highest being 28 in 2017, but this can only improve if the business community plays its part. Pompey reiterated that garnering financial support for a meet of this magnitude has its challenges and so is dealing with corporate Guyana.
It has its challenges. A couple companies in corporate Guyana have stepped up, and there's been companies that haven't. I felt, I will call someone else. ExxonMobil didn't contribute anything. They're doing a lot of business in Guyana, and I think it's part of their corporate responsibility to give back to the Guyanese athletes and the Guyanese public. And they absolutely should have. I don't understand by what metric they decided against contributing to the AP Invitational. With that,
have you tried?
Of course I tried. I've been trying for 2 years, and they haven't responded. That being said, other people have stepped up. Bank Sentinel are 2 examples. We've had smaller businesses in Guyana come out and support Mid-Atlantic Oil and Gas, but the people that are coming into Guyana and benefiting from Guyana's resources, they have a duty to also put up that money, right? They have to give back to the community that's given to them.
In recent years, Guyana has begun to turn the screws, fielding healthier contingents in various overseas engagements. Jaden Samuels, Hgp Sport.
Archery Guyana continues the development program when it took part in the Guyana's Olympic Association sponsored training seminar focusing on Plus One software database. This software enables sporting entities to enter their athletes into a central database for participation in all world games. Head coach Mr. Nicholas Hing, together with archery coach Mr. Umskar Madre, successfully participated in the two-day training workshop held on June 29 to 30th, 2019, conducted by Ms. Gail Craig Archer, Senior Office Administrator at the Olympic House in Liliendal on the east coast of Demerara, and at the Georgetown Club. The Board of Directors of Archery Guyana acknowledges this useful collaboration with the Guyana Olympic Association as Archery Guyana continues to pave the way for Guyanese to participate in the sport of archery locally, regionally, and internationally. Moving on to badminton. Nairani Ramdhani, Guyana's badminton star, is giving back to the youths of Guyana in a significant way. Samuel Gillis has more.
Guyana's national and international badminton player Nairani Ramdhani, who is on university break, is giving back some of the experiences gained by running off 2 badminton camps for young players at the National Gymnasium at the Marian Academy from last Monday. All players who registered for the camps were given Yornik rockets to help encourage them to continue playing the game. Ramdhani expressed satisfaction with the turnout to the camp. The participating players at the camp are from Marian Academy, Queen's College, Bishop's High School, North Georgetown, Success Elementary, St. Joseph High School, Mays Primary, St. Rose's, and Christ Church. For Hgp Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
Guyanese Shemron Hetnimaya and Kimo Paul have been awarded all-format contracts for the period 2019-2020. More in this report. It was no surprise that the two of the young and upcoming local cricketers, 22-year-old left-arm batsman Shemron Hetmaya, who has 4 ODI centuries under his belt, and all-rounder 21-year-old Kimo Paul, who has just one first-class 100, 11 ODIs and 17 T20s international wickets, have been awarded all-format contracts, along with Darren Bravo, Jason Holder, Shea Hope, Azari Joseph, and Kimar Roach. The CWI contracts for male cricketers are divided into all formats, red ball and white ball contracts. Incidentally, last year, only 4 players were awarded all-format contract. John Campbell, who amassed 176 runs in his maiden test series against England this year, has been given a red ball contract. Jamal Warkham, the left-arm spinner, has also won a red ball contract. On the other hand, Miguel Cummings, Ashley Nurse, Karen Powell, Raymond Reefer, Sunil Ambrose, and Devendra Bishu won't be a part of the contract list for the upcoming season. This new policy will also be introduced to all men's regional franchise contracts and West Indies women contracts next year for the 2020-2021 season. Nicholas Puran, Fabian Allen, and O'Shane Thomas have been included in Cricket West Indies central contracts for the 2019-2020 season. In addition, 15 women cricketers have been handed out contracts. For Hgp Sport, I am Stanford Howard. And finally, the first semi-final match between India and New Zealand will have to continue on the reserve day after rain stopped play in the 47th over in Manchester. Here are the details from Jaden Samuels.
New Zealand, opting to bat first on Tuesday, was kept at bay with 3.5 overs remaining to complete their innings and 211 on the board with 5 wickets still standing. Playing in Manchester, the Kiwis would have loved to fancy their chances in the long-awaited fixture, but good bowling from the Indians meant runs were like gold dust and will continue to be so when action resumes on the reserve day, Wednesday. India's new ball bowlers relished the overheads well, with Bhuvneshwar Kumar finding swings straight away with a cracked surface also affording him and Jasprit Bumrah some movement, which forced the Kiwis to be watchful and in doing so kept the run rate in India's favour. With 3.5 overs left to be bowled, New Zealand would hope to at least reach the 250 mark, a score the bowlers would feel more comfortable defending. Jaden Samuels, Hgp Sport.
And that's all we have for this edition of the Hgp Sportscast. But do remember, the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. I do bid you farewell. Until next time, over to you, Colwyn.